Okay. Here we go.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Roundup, honey. It is the final episode of the season, and what's better than having the best host save for last? It's me, Indigo Blue. I will be taking over for Clover because Clover is currently on maternity leave, so he will be delivering a baby quite soon.
What the fuck?
But aside from that, I have a very special guest to end the season off on. She has one in the pink and two in the stink. It's Abby the Pageant Queen. Abby, come on out, sister. Abby, come here.
Oh my god.
Abby, come over. Hold your paw.
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
god. Hugs my good sis.
Yes.
Come sit next to me.
What a time, of
Yes.
course.
I'm gonna sit down, sit down.
Yes.
Abby.
Oh my god, let me pop a squat.
Pop a squat right now.
All of the
Abby.
above.
Oh my god, how have you
Yes.
been? We've talked a bit off camera, but tell the viewers how
yes.
you've been.
Oh my god, I've been so joyous. Like, literally having the time of my life. Joyous, have you never heard the term?
No,
You're
never.
not
New
joyous
word.
speak?
New word.
That's
I love it
so
though.
sad. That's so sad. I'm expanding your vocabulary.
Yes.
Don't even
What's
worry.
made you joyous? What have you been
Don't
up
even
to?
worry.
What's Abby been
Oh,
up
I've
to?
been living my life, you know, here, there, everywhere, around the square, rhyming like, rhyming
Yes,
like
around
Mr.
the square, not
like,
to be
I don't
confused
know.
with the circle. Yes, okay.
No, I'm a square girl.
Baby, it's
you
my
know.
Toronto sister, even though I'm not from Toronto,
Mhm,
but you know, like my
the
Dundas
Toronto
Square.
freaks.
Yeah,
You know,
Dundas
Dundas
Square.
Square.
Oh
Smoking
my
a spliff to my
God.
left,
Oh,
smoking a spliff to
baby.
my right.
Well, I'm so glad to hear that you've been doing
Mhm.
well, but you know
Oh,
what?
joyous.
You're on the roundup. How does it feel?
So fun. I'm so excited to experience the Radiance Roundup, you know,
Yes.
like,
We
we're
know,
just
we
joy
know.
of-
But you know what? Like, I'm
You
so
know.
glad to be doing it with you because if y'all don't know, me and Abby go way, way back. We've known each other for around like
Way
6
back.
years now, I would say.
Oh my
I
god,
think
that
5
ass,
to
yeah.
6 years.
6
Like, we've known each other for
6 years.
over half a
You guys, like,
decade.
call us ancient.
No, like, we are
Literally
we are
half a
Unk and
decade.
Chunk.
Like, we are
Like, we're Unk and
literally
Chunk, sister. Who's
crunched.
Unk, who's
We're
Chunk?
literally like hunchbacked, got a
No.
cane, like
Literally
just
geriatric trade right
rolling
now.
around.
Like, it's sad.
No, truly orthopedic.
My name is Bella Thorne, and this is the story of the time I found out I have dyslexia.
Arthritic, you just confused two words, orthopedic and arthritis, sister. Yeah, we're arthritic, sister. Like, I feel like,
Oh,
you know,
yes.
this is gonna be a key, y'all. This episode's gonna be a key because,
Mm.
you know, me and Abby just have known each other for so long, and you know, I think we can do a good ass interview. Okay, so like, let's get into it.
We can interview, can we?
Let's get into it.
Can we?
Abby. So let's
Let's
start off
talk
with
about
your
it.
journey. Well, okay, so Abby, she is the pageant queen. She's dressed in pink.
I am.
She is bubbly.
Yeah.
She is like the
Pink
bimbo.
pussy,
She's
pink
pussy,
loud, yeah.
pink thong, like
Pink
everything's
pussy
pink.
loud.
Just, I think coming into the season, a lot of the fans knew you, and the fans were kind of familiar with you as a face on the channel even. So how was that to kind of now premiere on the season? Like, how did you feel? Any like pressure from the fans? Any pressure, like, period, being like already known? Like, what was that like?
I mean, honestly, like, I felt the support from the fans was really amazing. Like, I felt like I went into the season knowing I had a lot of support, and I've seen the support and I've seen the sort of love and appreciation I've gotten from the fans. So that's been amazing. Compared to some of the new faces, I feel like I had sort of a backing behind me. And honestly, it's just been sort of amazing to see the people rally behind me. It's been such a great experience for me. So I don't know, I feel like I've had a lot of fun, and I've seen everyone go kind of crazy. The edits have been so fire. I've loved it.
Of
Yes.
course. I'm so
Gotta
happy that
give
you loved
credit.
it. I'm so happy you had fun. And like, yeah, like you've been around the block quite some time, so it's like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you've had all these supporters, you've had all this experience before. Like, how was like Radiance different? Because obviously, if the fans didn't know, we've had Abby
Yeah.
close to us for a long time. She's been baby admin, everything. She's helped out here and there.
Live the life.
So it's like she's been behind the scenes. She's been like in the kind of environment already, but much like
crooks and
Elijah,
crannies.
like Elijah was, you know, we had him with Elijah the season before. Like, we had people on the season that had previously worked, even Kimmy, the director. Like, you're one of those kind of people that had helped us or been around us previously. Like, how was it now going into a season yourself and like competing again, especially because you've done Escape Nights before? Like, how was Radiance different to like all those like past experiences?
Honestly, Radiance was an amazing experience. Like, I feel like I've done ETNs before. I've seen season 1. I've lived a lot of the back of hand experience beside of that. Season 2 was amazing. I feel like you guys have definitely grown and expanded since season 1. So seeing sort of the growth has been amazing to watch and sort of participate in. I feel like actually experiencing it has been amazing. But like, honestly, it's been a lot of fun. I feel like seeing the cast, everyone is dressed to the nines. The experience itself has been so much fun. The puzzles, all of the like sort of actual physical experience has been great. I don't know, I just have great things to say. I don't have any like cons, any
Amazing. We're so happy. I'm so happy you loved it so much.
I know.
Oh my god, well, I'm glad. Like, I mean, yeah, like you said, like I think production wise, we wanted to make sure that season 2 was as big as the cast. Like, the cast, I think, had so many heavy hitters. The cast
came in with so much volume.
No shade, they did. Like, it is really an amazing cast.
Some big cases. Yes.
Like, we had to match the energy with like, you know, the production level and like the season and the
No, I feel like I even like in the cast, looking left, looking right, everyone had such a personality and brought such a character and life to the show that it was so hard. If you didn't keep up, I feel like you got kicked off and booted.
And we saw
I feel like that was very evident.
Right, we saw that with a few people. No shade.
We did. Oh yeah, babes.
But like, even then, like, I mean, we did see that with a couple people, but was it shocking? Obviously, like, let's get straight into it. You know, you went into the first challenge and you were someone that was quite vocal, someone that was very like involved, I think, in the actual group, yet you still got snuck in there. Like, how did that feel? Did you feel like slighted? Like, how did that feel going into the first challenge, like being revealed?
I mean, I feel like I felt like a little bit jabbed because I feel like at the beginning I didn't really expect myself to be in that situation. But I'm kind of glad for the experience because I felt like I got to prove myself early on and I got to show the rest of the cast how much of a player I was, because I feel like I had experience with so many of the cast prior to this that they all knew me before, and so I feel like I got to sort of show that I'm not just here to play. I got to show my little skills, you know, this and that. I feel like it was a fun time for all.
Yeah, and like you did exactly that. And also like we got to see, I think, here in this moment when you get revealed and you get to choose who you want to, like, you end up choosing Nebula. So we get to see this kind of bond and this friendship, like, because obviously you knew Nebula for so long and stuff, but being able to kind of flesh that out on the season was very like nice to see. I really enjoyed seeing you, Nebula, and especially Kimmy, all kind of coming together as almost like a 3, and I think you guys became 100%. Like a really good like click, and you saw like a lot of moments between the 3 of you. Like, how did that feel?
Like a clique. No, honestly, I feel like honestly they were my people throughout the season. I feel like a lot of us had each other's backs, and it was such a comfort to see. Obviously, I knew Kimmy and Nebula before the season, so sort of entering the season with the strong backing that I did, I felt very comfortable and confident with them, and I obviously knew their guys, like both of them as people and as characters, are so strong and independent and just like so talkative. That is so incredible to be around and sort of be in the situation with them. Yeah. So I was very grateful for the opportunity, and obviously knowing them was amazing. I think very joyous.
Very joyous. Word of the day, joyous.
Joyous. Yes, I love like, joyous.
You were joyous with them. Like, you are someone that is very, you know, talkative, very extroverted, and to have people that were very like-minded was very, like, it was nice to see you guys kind of blossom that relationship, you know. Then going on, because you and Nebula are obviously in the challenge together, you guys are fighting for your life. Like, Nebula is basically trying
I feel like
to save
me
you.
and Neb,
How was that?
In those moments, I feel like we definitely grew. Like, I feel like being in those situations, especially with someone who you are so close with, you just definitely grow your bond as a total. And I feel like we definitely did that. Like, the challenge was so amazing. When you're in the competitive mind, you are definitely fighting for your life. You're in that scrappy sort of like, I want to do this. Yes. And obviously, like, you guys are partners, you don't want to let the other person down. And because Neb and I were so close and we want to fight for that position, I feel like we both did each other justice. And I'm sort of
Totally.
happy that the audience got to experience that.
And then obviously, Tris dies in front of you, basically. So you kind of got to experience the first death this season. That and also, mind you, Tris is a like low-key like just one of the characters this season that kind of haunted the narrative, especially with Nosha still being present. You know, he was always kind of mentioned or like allured to, and he was always kind of there. Like, how did it feel? I mean, speaking from my perspective, even being on production in the moment, and then also in the live chat when like the episodes are premiering, nobody expected either of you like to go in. And so when you guys did, and whoever were to die, it was going to be a gag, because obviously nobody wants to see you die because you're such like a beloved character. Nobody expects you to go in, period. Like, why would it make sense for Abby to die this early? And then you have Tris, who it's like, we don't want Tris to die because he's cousins with Nosha, and like you don't want to see that kind of storyline end. However, Tris dies. How did it feel to kind of escape death and see this happen?
So honestly, it felt like a very surreal feeling, because obviously I knew how the audience felt, and seeing a beloved character's cousins die is like a very daunting thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like that death definitely followed me the entire season, and I felt very bad for it, of course, but at the end of the day, I felt like I was doing what was best in my story and sort of fighting to keep myself alive. So it was kind of like a mixture of feelings. Like, you never want to sort of put someone else down to keep yourself above, but at the end of the day, that is what Escape the Night is about. So it was kind of balancing all the feelings of the audience, your fellow cast members, because of course Nosha was going to feel a type of way, and I don't disrespect her for that fact. I feel very upset for her, but at the end of the day, I had to do me, and like that unfortunately was how I did myself. You know?
Of course, self-love. If you can't do someone else, do yourself.
I know, like, exactly.
Yes, but like, I mean, then we also see when Nosha comes back after Tris is dead.
Yeah.
We had that really long fight between like all of you guys. Like Nosha being like, I don't give a rat's ass about Abby, and all these people coming for you, and the people coming for Gigi. Like, it was just a big thing, and like, I guess like you said, you felt bad, but you obviously have to prioritize yourself to some extent.
Yeah.
But like, I want to get into, because it's a genuine question I have for you. It's, you know, you, Kimmy, and Nebula were like a trio, and you guys were like kind of a clique, and we saw Nebula and Kimmy kind of being very vocal in the season when it came to the fights with Chaunch, with Dia, with whoever else, and you were still in that trio though, yet I don't think you got involved to the extent that they did. Was this intentional?
Yeah.
Was this strategic? Like, what was the intention behind that?
Honestly, I feel like it wasn't even intentional like that. I feel like I'm just not very scrappy person. Like, I will fight for my people, but if it's against me, I feel like I don't really feel like the need to fight.
Yeah.
If people are against Neb, if people are against Kimmy, I would be someone to step up. In the flip side, I feel like if the fights are against me, I feel like I'd rather stay quiet, because I feel like it's just not as necessary.
Yeah.
In that sort of same vein, I love seeing them step up for me and sort of having that space to fight for me. That was very sort of surreal to feel, because it sort of just felt like, oh, my girls, they're fighting for me, yes. But at the same time, like, I felt like a lot of the fights are just unnecessary. Not against my people at all, but sort of the fights in general. I feel like in the name of the game, you kind of, people are going to die no matter what you say, no matter what you do. So sort of, it's putting your best foot forward to make sure you yourself don't die.
Which, listen, I think could double as strategic. I think you were able to keep yourself under the radar, because I mean, once you go into a challenge, you're kind of like traumatized a little bit. I think you kind of want to keep away from it.
Yes.
So I think you did a very good job of that. Obviously, we'll talk about it later on. You end up going into another one. I mean, before that, in total, you went into 3 challenges, if you think about it, because we had episode 4, the Detonation Den. Let's talk a bit about that, because I think your group got into a little bit of drama, because when you guys came back and there was like the lying gate when Dia was like, oh, I didn't appreciate you guys lying to us. Like, I felt like that was like sabotage. Just talk a bit more about that. What was the intention behind that? Like, what was the strategy?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like we didn't even have a crazy strategy. I feel like to us, it sort of makes more sense to put the further guests on this sort of time crunch so that they can sort of prove to themselves that they can do it within this certain time. Because obviously, we want as many people to make it through as possible, because that makes more sense to the group as a whole. So I feel like for us, you're going in, you're stressed, you're doing this crazy task under such a time crunch, and then you're sort of figuring out who to put after you. It is such a sort of social and physical strain that you don't really know exactly what to choose in the moment. It was such a difficult spot to be on. That's honestly how I remember the full episode, to be completely honest.
It was very stressful. Like, filming it was like there was a million conversations, a million things to keep track of. It was just as stressful as it was in the edit. Like, it was, if not more. It was just insane to keep track of.
No, honestly, as a cast, you're crazy. You're sort of spiraling. Like, it is. Yes, completely.
They were gagging. Like, everyone was gagging. I can safely say that we were all kind of just shocked every moment someone came back. Like, let's get into the outfit. Let's get into the fashion. Abby. Let's get into the look. Let's get into
the look,
Abby,
the dream,
pageant
the live.
queen.
Yes.
The pink in the sink.
The vision.
Let's get into it. Well, how did you feel getting this outfit? How did you feel seeing your outfit for the first time?
Oh, I loved it, honestly. I feel like a pageant queen is so aligning with me, who I am, who I talk. Like, couldn't have loved the role more.
Little honey boo boo realness.
Yes, honey boo boo. Like, where's my fucking Pixie sticks? Where's my Mountain Dew? Like, y'all know.
Yeah.
I loved the role of the pageant queen, and I feel like the blonde, the pink. I loved every bit about it. I loved the jewels, loved the gems, my little gloves. Ooh,
it's really
I gave
cute.
Drama.
It's really cute, and we love it. It's, a little bit based off of Kylie's Sonic Love from Drag Race, her outfit. And I'm pretty sure this one was designed by both Clover and Nebula, I'm pretty sure. So congrats to them.
A little double action.
Yes, they both got in there. They both were getting in you, Abby.
They were both getting the action.
I'm scared. Covers my nose.
Yes.
Episode 8, I think, is by far one of my favorite episodes. I think it's such a good episode, down to the story, to the comedy, to the acting, to the deaths. Like, the fake outs even were so interesting. I think that was also a really fun detail. I think even seeing, if once again, mentioned it last episode, fans, if you are not in the live chat, I think you definitely should be, because people were gagged when Abby got axed first and kind of saw her die. They're like, oh, is she actually dead? Like, is she for real gone?
Am I dead?
And then it was revealed later on it was a fake out. But I think it's moments like that are just some of my favorite. Like, they're really fun. But let's talk about your death, Abby. Abby, you died.
Oh god, I died.
You died,
yes, unfortunately for
Nosha,
all.
Who you and Nosha have had, like, not a rivalry per
Me
se,
and Nosha,
but like a bit of a
we
back
have a
and
little
forth.
bit of like a riff, you know, a little
riff.
back and forth,
You
a little riff,
you killed her cousin.
Killed her cousin. I had to
Right.
take over the team, you know.
Exactly.
It's avenging your cousin, God forbid.
I know, you gotta let
You
her.
know?
You gotta let her.
You gotta let her have it.
You gotta let her
you
have
know?
it, and you did. And you know what? I
Exactly.
think that challenge, I know, speaking from experience of literally even just being there, it was just a very stressful one. You could see the fans were freaking out. They're like, no, she's gonna die. Is Abby gonna die? Who's gonna die? Like, because you took a very big lead, I will say. You were like ahead for a long time. And
Irritating,
then
I know.
Nosha came in and was like, boom, 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 boom. And unfortunately, you couldn't find your tag, and she could, and that was the end. And unfortunately, that meant that you had to die. So how did it feel just going against Nosha and just like wrapping up your experience? How did it feel just kind of ending?
Yeah.
You know?
Honestly, in the challenge, I felt so confident that I am very strong with obbies and with math. So I felt very confident going into the challenge. And then, a girl is blind. A girl is blind as a bat. Like, God forbid. A girl can't see shit. So I remember sort of doing the challenge, and obviously I'm going through the motions and I'm doing the candlesticks, doing the math.
Yeah.
And I felt very confident in my abilities there. That when it came to the very final end, I had no idea where to see this fuck ass shit. I didn't know where the fuck it was. I was looking, I was hunting, boots up, like tits out, running around the fucking arena.
Yes.
Miss Kylie wasn't even there. Miss Ruby, yes. Miss Ruby with her axe was like chopping at my fucking asshole, and I was looking around trying to hunt. Sorry, loves. I was looking around trying to hunt, trying to search, and I was like, "Bitch, where the fuck is this shit?"
Oh, you have a way with words, Abby. I'm dead.
Oh, I do. I am so just like literally.
I'm quoting that for sure. Chopping at my asshole. It was intense, to say the least. It was
intense.
Very close.
You know, emotions were high.
You both were locked in. Like, you guys were just
we
like,
both were
not
so
speaking.
locked.
It was like there was no communication. It was just, here's my answer. Okay, I'm done. Here's my other answer. There was no banter,
truly.
Nothing. You guys
Truly,
were
both of us were
fighting
so
for it.
tunnel visioned, I felt.
Yeah, like it was
we both wanted. Nosha was obviously fighting for her cousin. Like, I was fighting for my life, fighting for my pussy lips. I don't know.
I'm sick to my stomach. I don't even want to eat.
Fighting for your pussy lips.
Girl, you know it.
You need to die today.
Girl, I needed to die. I needed to die yesterday.
I think because of this foul language, Ruby had to kill you. So sorry.
I know,
sister.
Ruby saw how much of a star I was and was like, this bitch needs to get ended. Competition is high.
That's a good way to look at it. You know, Abby, you just were such a star. She wanted to, take
I
your
was
place.
just such a star. She wanted to take my lips, and
And she did.
she took my pussy lips instead.
She
God
took
forbid.
a couple of them because, can we talk about that death though? Because
I was chopped. I was slivered. I was.
Credits Jonathan. Jonathan, thank you so much for another amazing animation. This is animation number.
I was diced like a chicken breast, baby.
It was so graphic, and the idea stemmed, I think, from some conversation we had about just trying to make something really crazy, and then for Jonathan to execute it the way he did was so. It was so visceral. I remember watching it.
It was a viral moment.
And I was like, ooh, I couldn't watch. Abby, that means we've come to the end of your interview. You are such a dedicated cast member and such a great friend. We do love you so much. And we, would never have had it any different, And we're so glad we casted you. There was no other person we could have envisioned for the pageant queen. You did it. And
I lived that role.
Any final thoughts? Any parting thoughts you want to give to the fans?
Any parting thoughts? I don't know. Be a baddie. Be living. Be joyous.
Be joyous. Be joyous with your lives. Live your life. Have so much fun. I don't know. Oh my god, this is a sickening Facebook post. Why am I
Maybe I'm a millennial. I'm giving millennial era. I'm joyous.
You are.
I'm living.
You heard it here first from the pageant queen. Be joyous, and we most certainly will be, because this is the end of the roundup.
Oh my god!
This is the end. But never say never for next season.
Never.
So
say
wink
never.
wink, if y'all ever want another roundup, make
Wink
sure to
wink,
comment,
nudge.
like, subscribe, demand in the comments season 3 roundup now, please. And maybe you'll get a
season 3
sickening
roundup.
host, and who knows who it will be. But that's it.
It'll be me.
It might be Abby. It might be our joyous Abby hosting the roundup next season, and I hope it is, honestly.
Y'all would have loved me.
I would hope so. Well, everyone, that is it. Abby, want to say goodbye?
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Never got high, sleep, dirty, just do it on repeat. When I'm in the club, I'm 365 party girl. Should we do a little key? Should we have a